Go in there, get your mop, do your job, and shut your mouth.
The story opens on a warm, quiet night in Kansas, where the air feels heavy with youth and invincibility. A convertible glides down a lonely highway. Inside, four teenagers chase the thrill of their prom night, laughter bouncing off the open road. At the wheel is Chris Pratt, confident, gifted, and reckless, in the careless way only the young can afford to be. His girlfriend sits beside him, radiant and trusting. Two friends occupy the back seat, all of them suspended in that fragile moment between adolescence and adulthood, where consequences still feel theoretical. Chris wants to make the night unforgettable. The road stretches ahead, empty and dark, illuminated only by distant stars.
Now look.
In an impulsive gesture, he switches off the headlights and lowers the roof, letting the night swallow them whole. Fireflies flicker across the fields like scattered embers. For a few seconds, the world feels cinematic, limitless, beautiful.
Look. You can grab the light.
Then, reality intervenes.
Okay, you can turn the lights back on. Turn on the goddamn lights! Yes!
By the time the headlights return, it is already too late. A stalled harvester looms ahead. Chris jerks the wheel, but physics does not negotiate with regret. Metal collides with steel, and the world fractures in an instant. 4 years later, that moment still hasn't ended. Chris survives the crash, but survival comes at a cost. The accident robs him of his short-term memory, leaving him unable to retain new information for more than a few minutes. It also steals the lives of the two friends in the back seat. His girlfriend survives but loses her leg. The boy who once had scholarships and a future in hockey now wakes up every morning to a reality he cannot fully remember. His world has shrunk to the size of a notebook. Each day begins the same way. He opens his eyes in a small apartment and stares at taped notes on the wall, written in his own handwriting. They explain who he is. They explain what happened. They explain why he cannot trust his memory. He reads them like instructions left behind for a stranger. In a way, they are. The accident leaves him with emotional instability as well. Anger simmers beneath his surface. Frustration erupts at small inconveniences. He exists in a loop, forever rediscovering his own tragedy.
Sometimes I cry for no reason. I take my meds. When Lewis is gone, I make the coffee. I eat breakfast, but I don't read the paper. It confuses me, which makes me mad.
He attends a life skills center designed to help individuals with cognitive impairments navigate daily routines. There, he practices sequencing tasks, recalling patterns, relearning the basics of functioning. But even simple exercises feel monumental.
Doing one day, okay? No big deal. Not a test.
After class one day, he realizes he has locked his keys inside his car. It is not the first time. Anticipating his own mistakes, he keeps a spare hidden in his shoe. Preparation has replaced spontaneity. Every decision is premeditated because he cannot afford surprises. His relationship with Kelly, the girlfriend who survived the crash, remains a quiet wound. She now walks with a prosthetic leg, a permanent reminder of the night that changed them both. She has moved on with her life in ways he struggles to comprehend. Whenever he sees her from a distance, there is no shouting, no dramatic confrontation, just the silent weight of shared history. He carries the guilt. She carries the scar. At home, Chris lives with Lewis, his blind roommate and unlikely anchor. Lewis lost his sight years earlier in a drug lab accident caused by his own reckless associations. Unlike Chris, Lewis remembers everything. He has faced his past, accepted it, and rebuilt himself. Where Chris spirals, Lewis steadies. Where Chris forgets, Lewis reminds.
Garlic press.
Lewis, I can't find the motherfucking can opener.
Sorry, Lewis.
Lewis understands structure. He leaves Chris detailed voicemails and written notes about dinner recipes and daily routines.
Hey kid, your mom called to remind you about Thanksgiving. Okay, so the menu for tonight is spaghetti amatriciana. Tomatoes are on the counter, so you need to open up the cans and put them in a pot.
When Chris misplaces something as simple as a can opener, his frustration erupts into chaos. Objects crash against walls, anger flares, but Lewis never shames him. He steps in calmly, preparing food, redirecting energy, grounding the storm.
Let's talk about your afternoon.
We had to write again.
Chris confesses he has been asked to write about his daily routine, but cannot get past the first sentence. Lewis suggests he approach it like a story, beginning from the end and working backward.
Story like what?
Oh, like, once upon a time I woke up.
How's that gonna help me?
Everything's a story, kids. Stories are what help us make sense of the world.
When Chris tries, something clicks. For a moment, his mind aligns with itself.
Entertain me.
Once upon a time, a little girl named Goldilocks.
Start at the end. Can't tell a story if you don't know where it's going.
3 bears find Goldilocks asleep in their beds.
I mean, that's it. I mean, that just goes all the way back to her walking in the door.
First, she walks in the forest.
You sequence just fine. You just gotta start at the end, work backwards.
At night, Chris works as a janitor at a local bank. It is not the life he imagined when he was a star hockey player with scouts watching his every move. He cleans floors and empties trash bins in the same building where customers discuss investments and futures. He dreams of being promoted to a teller, something more respectable. But his boss, Mr. Tuttle, treats him with cautious politeness. There is kindness there, but also limitation. Expectations are quietly lowered.
We're going to be very busy the next few weeks. That's why I want you to write down bank extra clean in your little notebook.
Mr. Tuttle?
Mm-hmm.
While mopping the floors, flashes of his old life surface, skating across ice, crowds roaring, teammates slapping his back in celebration. That version of himself feels like a character in a different film.
What face you on?
Then Gary appears.
That's pathetic. That's Chris Pratt.
Gary is a relic from Chris's past, a former classmate who recognizes him instantly. Unlike Chris, Gary has not drifted quietly into obscurity. He radiates confidence, sharp edges hidden beneath charm.
Hey, Chris Pratt, right? We know each other. I was a couple years ahead of you on your sister's class.
Their reunion unfolds casually at a bar. Chris struggles to converse with strangers, his blunt honesty often landing awkwardly.
Damn. And I thought I was good looking.
I thought I was good looking.
Well, maybe you were.
Gary glides through interactions with ease, commanding attention without effort. When a bartender tries to shortchange Chris, Gary intervenes smoothly, restoring the money and subtly asserting dominance. To Chris, Gary represents something intoxicating, the illusion of regained control. Gary listens as Chris recounts the accident.
Well, we all got our problems, right?
Instead of pity, he offers reframed narratives.
You know, there's an expression, God closes a door, but he opens a window.
It is a seductive philosophy. Where others see a broken man, Gary sees opportunity. As the holidays approach, Chris visits his affluent family. The house is immaculate, conversations polished, achievements displayed like trophies. His parents speak in tones of concern that feel indistinguishable from disappointment. They ask about his condition, his job, his prospects. The subtext is clear. He has fallen short. When Lewis mentions their dream of opening a small breakfast restaurant together, the room responds with thinly veiled skepticism.
Do you have any other old family recipes? We can use them for the restaurant.
What exactly would you do at a restaurant, Chris?
We found a space. Gas station now, but we can use that.
A gas station?
If it's a gas station now, you clearly have to do some work. I mean,
Fucking talking about, okay?
Chris's temper flares. He retreats to his childhood bedroom, surrounded by relics of ambition and promise. The distance between who he was and who he is has never felt wider.
It's your move. Check, by the way. Checkmate.
Good game, Dad.
Hey, come on, we got time for another quick one.
Okay.
Would you rather I let you win?
I can't play chess anymore.
I don't think you should go home anymore.
Back at work, his friend Ted, a deputy sheriff, stops by occasionally with snacks and casual conversation. Ted treats him normally, which Chris appreciates.
They didn't have no more jelly, so I got you a custard instead.
Thanks. You got a cold, Ted?
Oh, yeah.
But even casual remarks about family life and responsibility sting. Chris feels perpetually left behind.
Remember? Lock the back door.
I will. You left your door open again.
Oh, shit.
Chris feels perpetually left behind. Meanwhile, Gary invites him into a new circle. There is a farmhouse outside town, gatherings filled with laughter and secrets.
Come on in. We were waiting on it.
Lovely. A woman who once admired Chris from afar during his hockey days re-enters his orbit.
Sorry, I forgot your name.
Again?
She writes her name in his notebook so he will not forget it. Her attention feels validating, almost restorative.
I've seen you play hockey, you know. Me and Alice Watts used to watch you play all the time. And then I heard what happened to you and Nina and Danny, and everyone was talking about how you woke up this other guy. Are you okay?
I want to see you naked. Shit, I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
But beneath the warmth lies calculation.
Everybody, this is Chris Slapshot Pratt.
Hey, I went to Framingham, man.
Oh yeah, we played you guys in Division A championships.
Yeah, I didn't really do sports.
One night, Chris discovers blueprints, schedules, and security details pinned to a wall in the farmhouse basement. Photographs of banks, diagrams of vaults, his own picture among them. Gary reveals the plan, a bank robbery timed with harvest season when cash deposits peak. The target is the very bank where Chris works. The logic is twisted into moral justification.
You want to steal from farmers?
I'm gonna steal the corporate fuckers who rape the farmers. You know, I need your help.
You want me to rob the bank?
21-year-old life back.
You can't give that.
I can give you power.
Crime becomes framed as correction. Chris hesitates. His father has money. Perhaps he could borrow enough to start fresh. Gary encourages him to ask for $10,000, insisting that financial independence equals power.
You know, whoever has the money has the power.
When Chris calls his father, the request is denied. Even a smaller sum is refused. The rejection feels like confirmation of every doubt he harbors about himself.
I need to borrow $10,000.
What for? It really isn't the
Okay,
time.
then $1,000.
I just think you should come over first and we should talk about whatever it is face to face.
No.
Are you in some kind of trouble?
No, Dad, I'm not in trouble. I just wanted to call you.
Because if you are, I want to help out in any way I can. You know that, but... No, I'm saying you can't have the goddamn money.
I understand.
Cornered by pride and resentment, he agrees to help. Role is simple. Provide inside information and ensure that Deputy Ted does not interrupt the heist.
I skipped breakfast so that I could follow an armored car. Cork and I went car shopping. I rented an acetylene tank for the cutting torch, and then I took pictures of the vault.
The simplicity makes it easier to rationalize. He is not holding a gun. He is not hurting anyone. He is just facilitating.
What you taking pictures of?
I just wanted to show my parents where I work, that's all.
Go stand over there. Hey, why don't you put your hand on the handle there? Yeah.
In the days leading up to the robbery, tension builds quietly. Lewis senses something shifting in Chris, a restlessness, a darker current.
You know, you don't always have to come by and check up on the bank.
I come by here to check up on you. Make sure you're okay.
If I need a donut, I can get my own. I sure as shit don't need you feeling sorry for me.
Tell me something, gorgeous. Is it hot in here or is it just you?
You two are trouble, I can tell.
Did I embarrass you?
It's just the way you talk to people sometimes. Like that waitress right now, where you hit on her. You think that waitress is thinking, well, I want to that blind guy.
Lovely stays over one night, but her affection feels rehearsed. Lewis confronts her gently about her intentions. She insists her feelings are genuine. The truth remains blurred.
Have you been blind your whole life?
Most of it, yeah. Tell me, what are y'all cooking? Why are you here?
The same reason you are. Chris Pratt.
I'm gonna help you out and ask it again. What are you doing here?
On the day of the robbery, something unexpected happens. Mr. Tuttle approaches Chris and acknowledges his hard work.
I've been watching you. I'm not a fool, Chris. Perhaps I've been a little unfair.
After the holidays, he plans to promote him to a teller position.
We'll see about getting you some regular time behind the window.
It is the opportunity Chris has been craving, a legitimate path forward. For a moment, the plan with Gary feels unnecessary.
Hello. Lewis, it's me. I really messed up. I said I would do it, and now they're gonna be here soon. I don't want to do it anymore.
He calls Lewis, intending to share the news. But before he can process it fully, Gary and the crew arrive to execute the robbery. Chris tells them he wants out.
You guys do whatever you want. I won't say anything, but I'm just not gonna do it.
I understand.
Gary responds with force. There is no turning back now.
Get your mop, do your job, and shut your fucking mouth.
The heist begins with precision. Security cameras are disabled. The safe is breached using industrial tools.
Deputy Donut.
Chris is forced to maintain a facade of normalcy when Deputy Ted makes an unplanned visit.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, listen, starting tomorrow, Phil Costello's gonna be taking over my shift for a while. Anyway, I just wanted you to know.
A gun presses against his back as he greets his friend.
Just know it's there, but talk to him like normal.
The weight of betrayal hangs heavy in the air. Ted eventually leaves, unaware of the danger he narrowly escaped. The vault is cracked, money is transferred into bags. For a moment, success seems within reach. Then Ted returns.
Cop.
Jesus, Deputy Donut. Shut the fuck up. Chris! Yeah!
What follows is chaos. Gunfire shatters the calm. 2 gang members fall instantly. Gary is wounded. As Ted advances, Uncle Bone, Gary's volatile associate, fires from behind, killing the deputy.
Shut up! Put your hands on me! There's another one! There's another!
The robbery unravels into blood and panic. Gary flees with the cash. Chris, shaken and horrified, drives away in shock. He is pulled over for driving without headlights, an eerie echo of the night of the accident. The officer recognizes his medical condition from the card he carries and lets him go.
Son, you know you were driving with your lights off?
Fireflies.
Take it easy.
They're gonna kill me.
Go on home. What it is you think they're mad at probably isn't as bad as you think it is.
Alone on a dark road, Chris opens the trunk and finds the stolen money. Also inside are a shovel and cement, tools meant to ensure silence. The realization hits him. He was never meant to survive this. When he returns home, he discovers Gary holding Lewis hostage.
Come on up here, Chris, and let's talk about how we can figure this out. You're gonna kill me and bury me somewhere.
The power dynamic has shifted. Chris now possesses the money. He understands the leverage. Drawing from Gary's own philosophy, he asserts control. Whoever holds the money holds the power.
Whoever has the money has the power.
He retrieves his father's hidden gun and buries the cash along the same road where the accident occurred, a symbolic confrontation with his past.
Start at the end. Can't tell a story if you don't know where it's going.
Now, Bone will cut this blind piece of shit.
I have the money. I have the power. 6 o'clock, and Lewis better not have a mark on him.
Just tell me where it is.
I don't know where it is.
Bullshit. I know. You want to kill me?
I gotta kill Bone first.
Where's your notebook? Huh? Well, let's go and dig it up. Come on.
When Gary forces him to retrieve it, Chris enacts his plan. A hidden shotgun inside one of the bags becomes his equalizer. Bone is shot. Gary, already wounded, bleeds out as Chris withholds the inhaler that could have saved him.
Did you really forget?
The violence is brutal, but it is decisive. Chris returns the money to authorities and confesses his involvement. Security footage confirms he was coerced. The narrative shifts from criminal to manipulated participant. The FBI struggles to reconcile his cognitive impairment with the strategic resistance he displayed.
In the end, the FBI decided that someone like me could never pull off something like that.
With Mr. Tuttle's financial backing, Chris and Lewis open their modest restaurant. It serves breakfast and lunch, each dish named with intention. The space feels honest, earned. Chris continues attending classes, improving incrementally. He returns to the ice, skating not for glory but for therapy. The rink becomes a place of reflection rather than ambition. His relationship with his father softens. Pride gives way to cautious respect. Kelly remains distant, but hope lingers quietly. Redemption does not erase the past. It coexists with it. Chris can't undo the accident. He can't resurrect the dead. He can't restore what was lost, but he can choose who he becomes afterward. Forgiveness, he learns, is not a gift handed out by others. It begins internally. And for the first time since that summer night on the empty highway, Chris moves forward, not as the golden boy he once was, nor as the broken man he feared he'd remain, but as someone forged in consequence, determined to build something honest from the wreckage. The road ahead is no longer dark and reckless. It is uncertain, yes, but illuminated by something steadier than headlights. If you've enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy the video showing on your screen now. Click now. We'll see you in the next one.